You have to admire Harry and Meghan, they do find ways to make sure there's a revenue stream coming in, even though many people might not have picked up on this particular new way of making money. As ever, you do look at these things and think, yes, having worked with celebrities, and as I often say here on the show, that is what Harry and Meghan are now. You know exactly how they make their money, the freebies, the sort of things that they get given that the public has no idea about, but they casually drop it into an interview of, my favorite mascara, couldn't live without this particular brand of soap powder, that sort of stuff. Now, when you look at someone like Harry and Meghan, they have to be very careful because, as many people are aware, the British monarchy never ever endorse particular brands. You very rarely see anyone with, say, a branded content on them. It's always very discreetly hidden because obviously it's worth literally thousands of pounds in a personal endorsement. But that seemingly now does not apply to the former royals known as Harry and Meghan. And as ever, let me explain. Good morning, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you, by the way, for your kind comments about the recent videos as ever, and welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Yes, the Miss World board game, eh? Funny stuff, isn't it? What you remember, what you were able to buy a few years back that was seen as innocent fun, for just girls wanting to play around. Oh, strange world we live in now, isn't it? Someone wrote in the comments, Neil, I love how unwoke you are. Not quite sure what woke is. I just think we talk common sense. It's plain daft, isn't it? There's boys and there's girls and they can play with what they want and they're developing any which way they wish to be. It's called adulthood. Do you all agree? Absolutely. Sometimes it's better being a kid though, isn't it? Absolutely. But the bottom line is now with Harry and Meghan, they're very, very clever at making sure that they do have revenue streams. You see, what's interesting with them is, a lot of people don't realize that they're simply endorsing things without actually endorsing things predominantly. And how this truly works is a company will come to you. And as I say, you will be seen in that particular outfit, frock, and naturally someone will detail it. They have a thing where they can literally tell within seconds the brand that you're wearing, whether that be shoes, headscarf, coat, you name it. That's how it's so detailedly done on all of those websites that you see online. But now it appears, according to a very good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that Harry and Meghan are doing incredibly well out of a unique fashion brand that sadly isn't doing so well on the male profit line right now, that is Dior. As you saw last week when Harry turned up at the court case without actually naming or needing to be there, he very predominantly moved his shirt back, do you remember, to expose this, the Dior B on his shirt, an £800 shirt with the finest cotton. Yes, people are struggling, but they're running towards struggle in an £800 shirt. You get the picture. And then we saw last year, didn't we, that Meghan turned up looking like the nurse from Nightmare on Elm Street in that white outfit for the Platinum Jubilee. You remember that? Dior again. She's worn Dior on many different occasions, and as, of course, many different royals have, including Wallis Simpson. But what's interesting here is, according to that good source, while they're not predominantly given cash, and I say that allegedly, what they do get is literally thousands and thousands of pounds worth of goodies, to wear if they so wish. Now, it's up to them, but by not endorsing a brand predominantly, which would be worth millions, if they were to say have Harry taking over, for instance, from Johnny Depp in the Dior or Sauvage ad, that would be worth a lot of money, but that will be seen as a sellout. But by providing mega clothes like the outfit for the Platinum Jubilee, like Prince Harry's shirt where he casually flicks back the jacket so the world sees, that's worth millions for them in free publicity. And in return, according to that good source, Harry and Meghan are naturally given choice cuts from their latest collections. Not a bad thing, really, is it, when you consider it wouldn't happen if you and I wore it, would it? But because of the power of the media, making sure that what they report on and what they say and what they see is very lucrative for Harry and Meghan. There's no need for these companies naturally to go out and offer such mega deals. But in return for the designer-loving Meghan, who loves all the best clothes, isn't this a deal made in heaven without having simply to do any work in return, other than, of course, be seen in the outfits? They hope that by being seen in the outfits, others will rush out to buy them. So tell me, if that's the case, why then allegedly are profits down at Dior? I'll leave that bit for you to work out. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.